Dear students, in this video, we'll do the rules for direct and indirect speech. Now, what is direct and indirect speech? Direct speech, reporting the message of the speaker in the exact words as spoken by him. Now, example is Maya said, I am busy now. So, the exact words are being spoken. Now, indirect mode of speech is reporting the message of the speaker in our own words. Now, example, Maya said that she was busy then. Now, you might have noticed that the meaning of sentence, it remains same. The sentence remains same. Only, the speaker speaks in his own words. Direct and indirect speech. To change a sentence of direct speech into indirect speech, there are various factors that are considered, such as reporting verbs, modals, time, place, pronouns, tenses, etc. So we will discuss each of these factors one by one. Rule 1. Direct to indirect speech conversion. Reporting verb. When the reporting verb of direct speech is in past tense, remember, when it is in past tense, then all the present tenses are changed into their corresponding past tense in indirect speech. Now you see the example. Direct sentence, she said I am happy. Indirect, she said that she was happy. In indirect speech, tenses do not change if the words used within quotation marks talk of a habitual action or universal truth. Now you see the another example. He said we cannot live without air. Since it is a universal truth, we cannot live without air, so the tense will not be changed. He said that we cannot live without air. Now, the tenses of direct speech do not change if the reporting verb is in future tense or present tense. Now, remember students, uh, we have three conditions when the tense of reported speech does not change. Number one, if the reported speech is a universal truth, as I gave you the example, we cannot live without air. Second, if the reporting verb is in future tense or in present tense. Now see the example. She says, she will say. I am going. So it will remain she says or she will say that she is going. Rule 2. Direct speech to indirect speech conversion in case of present tense. Now present perfect changes into past perfect. So we have to change the tense of the reported speech. Clear? If our reported speech is in present perfect, it will become past perfect. We have to change it into past perfect. Now, for example, I have been to Boston. She told me. She told me that she had been to Boston. Present continuous changes to past continuous. If our reported speech is in present continuous, it will become past continuous. Example, I am playing the guitar. She explained. She explained that she was playing the guitar. Present perfect changes to past perfect. He said she has finished her homework, and it will become he said that she had finished her homework. Simple present changes into simple past. Example, direct, I am unwell, she said. She said that she was unwell. Now, rule 3. Past tense and future tense. If our reported speech is in past tense or it is in future tense. Simple past changes to past perfect. Direct into indirect speech. Example, it says, she said Irwin arrived on Sunday. So it is past simple. So our reported speech will become past perfect. She said that Irwin had arrived on Sunday. Past continuous changes into past perfect continuous. Now you see the example. We were playing basketball, they told me. They told me that they had been playing basketball. Future changes into present conditional. Present conditional means will becomes would, shall becomes should. So it is, she said I will be in Scotland tomorrow. She said that she would be in Scotland the next day. Future continuous tense. Direct to indirect speech example. He said, I'll be disposing of the old computer next Tuesday. He said that he would be disposing of the old computer the following day, following Tuesday. Now, as I told you, will becomes would and shall becomes should. Now, rule number 4. Direct speech into indirect speech conversion of interrogative sentences. Now, first and foremost thing that you have to remember about interrogative sentences is we do not use any conjunction here. If a sentence is in direct speech, begins with a question. What, where, when. As the question word itself acts as a joining clause. Now you see, where do you live? Asked the boy. The boy inquired where I live. Now you see the question word itself becomes the joining conjunction. So we are not at all to use any conjunction in case our reported speech begins with a question word like what, where, when, how, etc. If a direct speech sentence begins with an auxiliary verb or helping verb, the joining clause should be if or whether. Now, dear students, we have two types of questions. The questions beginning with, question words, or they begin with a helping verb. Now, let me give you an example. For example, here we are having a where do you live? It begins with a question word. Okay. So, another question like this could be, have you done your work? Asked the boy. Now, have is a helping verb. So in case we have our reported speech beginning with a helping verb, then we have to use if or whether. Now examples. She said, will you come for the party? Now answer. She asked whether we would come for the party. Reporting verbs such as said or said to changes to inquired, asked or demanded in case our reported speech is a question. Now see, he said to me, what are you wearing? He asked me what I was wearing, or he inquired of me what I was wearing, or he questioned me what I was wearing. All these words are acceptable. Now rule number 5. Changes in models while changing the direct speech to indirect speech. As I have already told you, will becomes would, shall becomes should. Clear in the future tense. Now can it becomes could, may becomes might, must becomes had to or would have to. Now check the example. She said she can dance. She said that she could dance. She said I may buy a dress. She said that she might buy a dress. So I hope you are all understanding this. Now another example. Rama said I must complete the assignment. Rama said that he had to complete the assignment. There are models that do not change. Could, would, should, might, ought to. These will not be changed. Now see the examples. She said, I should clean the house. She said that she should clean the house. Now rule number 6. Pronouns, the change of pronouns. The first person in direct speech changes as per the subject of the speech. Now see, he said, I am in class 12th. Now I here refers to he. So I will become he. He said that he was in class 12th. The second person of the direct speech changes as per the object of the reporting speech. See, first person changes according to the subject and second person changes according to the object. Now see, she says to them. Now here subject is she and object is them. You have done your work. Now we have second person is you and you're here. So here we have object them. So it will become they and their. Now see, she tells them that they have done their work. Now, the third person of a direct speech does not change. Example, he says she dances well. He says that she dances well. Now, if our direct speech has, its reported speech as the request, command, wish, or exclamation, or in simple words to say, if our reported speech is an imperative sentence. Now, indirect speech is supported by some verbs like requested, ordered, suggested, or advised. Forbade is used for negative sentences. Therefore, the imperative mood in the direct speech changes into the infinitive in indirect speech. Now see, she said to her, please complete it. She requested her. Now see, please is there, so that means she is requesting. So we will change said to into requested. She requested her to complete it. Hamid said to Ramid, sit down. Hamid ordered Ramid to sit down. In exclamatory sentences that express grief, sorrow, happiness, applaud, interjections are used. So when we will convert such sentences into indirect speech, we have to remove these interjections and sentences change into assertive sentence. She said, alas, I am undone. Now see here, interjection is used. Interjection means sign of exclamation. She exclaimed sadly that she was undone. Now rule number 8 in case of punctuations. In direct speech, beta, these are certain things that we do not care about, but we may get our sentences incorrected. Our transformation could be incorrect just because of our ignorance of this thing. In direct speech, the words actually spoken should be quotes and always begin with a capital letter. She said, I am the best. Full stop, comma, exclamation or question mark are placed inside the closing inverted commas. Now you see, they asked, can we sing with you? Now see, question mark is within inverted commas. If direct speech comes after the information about who is speaking, a comma is used. To introduce the speech, place before the first inverted comma. Now you see, direct speech example, he shouted, shut up. Thinking back, he said, she didn't expect to win. Comma is used to separate the two direct speeches and no capital letter to begin the second sentence. Now change of time. In direct speeches, the words that express nearness in time or place are changed to words that express distance in indirect speech. Now you see, now becomes then, here becomes there, ago becomes before, thus becomes so, today becomes that day, tomorrow becomes the next day, this becomes that, yesterday becomes the day before, these becomes those, hither becomes thither, come becomes go, hence becomes thence, next week or month becomes following week or month. Now see the example. He said his girlfriend came yesterday. He said that his girlfriend had come the day before. Now see, yesterday became the day before. The time expression does not change if the reporting verb is in present tense or future tense. Now please note down, the time expression does not change if the reporting verb is in present or future tense. Now see the example. He says my girlfriend came yesterday. He says that his girlfriend came the day before. Now rules of converting indirect speech into indirect into direct speech. The following rules should be followed while converting an indirect speech into direct speech. Use the reporting verb such as say, said to in its correct tense. Put a comma before the statement and the first letter of the statement should be in capital letter. Insert a question mark, quotation marks, exclamation mark and full stop based on the mood of sentence. Now you have to see the mood of sentence. If it appears to be exclamatory, you have to add exclamation mark when you convert it into direct, and you have to add a question mark if it is asking a question. Now remove the conjunctions like that, to, if or whether wherever necessary. Now see, uh, again we will have if or whether in case of interrogative sentences, to in case of imperative sentence, and that in case of assertive sentences. So we have to remove these conjunctions. Where the reporting verb is in past tense in indirect, change it to present tense in the direct speech. Change the past perfect tense either into present perfect tense or past tense as necessary. Now you remember, when we have present perfect tense in our direct sentence, then we change it into past perfect. Okay, and past tense, uh, it is also the it is also changed into past perfect. So we have two options for past perfect. So I hope everything is clear to you. If anything is if any doubt still arises, you can ask, you can clarify it. Thank you so much.